going on out there? Everybody's having a great day. I know I am. This is the first time that I've been outside this whole year. And I know you're like, why? Well, I had a lot going on this year. And if you're new to the channel, I do have multiple sclerosis and it's difficult for me to get out. I'm in my wheelchair now. So that plays a factor in it too. But just had a lot going on this year, and I'm a very private person. Don't really have a lot of people around me, or family or friends. So that's got a lot to do with it. But don't feel sorry for me. Just use it to be a stronger person yourself. Because if I have the willpower to be in the house all this time without going nuts, you know, just use that as motivation. But yeah, another reason is my landlord has really not been doing his duties. And I'm going to turn the camera around and you can see why I really didn't really want to come outside and see this mess. So you can see, obviously, my landlord doesn't really care about the upkeep of the property. And there's a lot of history behind this house. You can see this beautiful yard. This is actually the house that I grew up in. My mom bought this house when I was in the second grade. And there's a long backstory behind it, but somebody else bought it, and obviously they're not keeping up the property, as you can see. So I haven't really been that motivated to go outside. And that's part of the reason. But look, this is a beautiful neighborhood. This is where I grew up playing football on these streets, tag, you name it. And obviously, we use this yard a lot. I had a lot of great memories in this yard. Had two German Shepherds growing up. And the first one I had from a puppy, and then she had puppies, and we kept one of them, and that was the other German Shepherd. But this is where I grew up from the second grade all the way till about um, my late 20s. And if I appreciate each and every one of y'all, whoever's watching, a great day. And it's the first time I've been out the house this whole year. But do not feel sorry for me. Use it as motivation because if I haven't gone nuts and crazy and lost my mind, then, just use it to conquer things in your life. I can go for a little bit on the words right there, but yeah, just use it to get over the things that you're battling in your life. I'll turn the camera back around. I just wanted y'all to see this beautiful. Look at this beautiful tree right here that I'm next to. I don't know if y'all can see it. The sun is like in my eyes. But look at this beautiful tree that I'm sitting right under. I'm on the sidewalk right here. I have great memories, and matter of fact, I need to touch this tree and hug it a little bit after reading about how healthy it is to touch trees. But I'll flip it back around so y'all can see my big bowling ball head. If you're new to the channel, my name is Christopher Lee, and this is the first time I've been outside all year. And this is my neighborhood. And I hope y'all having a good day out there, no matter where you are in the world, whatever country. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, if you're new here. This is Cleveland, Ohio, and I came outside because it's a little bit over 80 degrees and it's supposed to cool down after this. But yeah, it feels great. This is like a perfect day, so I had to get outside. And if you got any questions or anything, I'm an open book. You can ask me anything, but just out here and enjoying the day. And I'm gonna go to the back in a minute so you can see the backyard a little bit better. But this is where I grew up, playing football, basketball, tag, chasing my dog down the street every time she ran away, which was like twice a week. And just oh yeah, I had a hoop on my garage, so this was like the sports house. You see how big the yard is, so all the kids in this neighborhood would come down here. Sometimes we would go to the store and and it would be like 20 kids in our yard, and my mom would say, whoever doesn't have A's and B's on their report card got to leave, and the whole yard was empty. So it was funny. But yep, this is my journey. Um, my mom bought this house when I was in the second grade. I'm 48 now, so you can imagine all the great memories I had at this house. I moved away in my late 20s, but I still stayed in the Cleveland area. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. And for everybody that's new out there, I hope you're having a great day. This is the perfect day in Cleveland. It's like 82 degrees, sunny, windy, but perfect. And I'll turn the camera around for people that just came to see the yard that I grew up in. The landlord's not keeping this house up, as you can see, but it still doesn't deter me from showing the beautiful backyard that I grew up playing all kinds of sports, baseball, football, you name it. There was a pear tree behind the garage, and it rotted, and there were two apple trees, one in the center and one towards the back there, and those rotted too. And so it was a cherry tree back there too when my mom bought this house in the second grade. I forgot what year that was, but I'm 48 now, so you could do the math. But yep, look at all those tall trees. And just getting me some sun, getting some good oxygen, and enjoying this weather. And yes, this is the first time I've been outside this whole year, but don't feel sorry for me. I'm out here having a ball. I'm on my phone right now, so I can't see the chat. I was planning on going live on my laptop, but I said I'll just do it on my phone, and I'll probably switch over maybe when the battery gets low. But yeah, I'm just chilling in my wheelchair on the sidewalk, as you can see, next to this big old, I don't know what kind of tree this is. If you know, let me know in the comments what kind of tree this is. I have I don't say zero knowledge about trees, but I definitely can't just spot trees and say, oh yeah, that's a yada yada, that's this, that. So let me see. Let me get on out of here. Take a journey to the back of the house. Back of the house, back of the house. Back of the house, back of the house. If you want to see how I get in and out, I have a wheelchair lift on the front. Just get my feet readjusted before I go to the back. And that's how I get in and out the house. My landlord doesn't give a crap about cutting the bushes, as you can see. But I'm not going to let it ruin my day. To the back we go. Front steps, front of the house. I was going to go live on my laptop, but I changed my mind. Did it on the phone, but Maybe once this battery gets low, if I'm still out here, I'll just switch to the laptop. But yeah, this is a house I grew up in, and I just came out here. I moved back here when I was like in my early 40s. And I was just showing the condition that uh, that it's in, and just talking about the memories I have attached to it. It was a pretty cool neighborhood growing up. Back when I was a little kid, everybody knew each other, but it's different now. But yeah, it was a cool neighborhood growing up. So I'm gonna head to the back now. I forgot that I had to stay close to the house. The Wi-Fi was on. Sorry about that if you got disconnected. I'll try to stay close to the house so the Wi-Fi stay connected. Doot, 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 doot. Hey Tracy, nice to see you too. Yep, I had to come out. It's a perfect day today, and I haven't been out the house this whole year. As far as like the Porsche goes, I've been out to the mailbox and the Porsche, but this is as far as I've been. Haven't traveled anywhere, but like I said, don't feel sorry for me. I'm okay. This is my little makeshift table that my home health day put up for me before she left. So I could come out here, and I was tossing the ball around with her kids. That was cool. Haven't done that in a long time. And this is the house that I grew up in, and this is the backyard. Another view of the backyard. And my mother bought this house when I was in the second grade, and she had this house all remodeled. She tore the back porch down and had this sun deck built. And my cousin built all of that, and this barbecue pit right here too. Let me see it, get a better view. Yeah, there we go. And he built this barbecue pit too. And you can imagine the great times that we have back here. I hope the Wi-Fi stays connected so it doesn't get all fuzzy. But yeah, my mom used to keep this up like to a T, and the new landlord, he really doesn't care, as you can see. But my mom, she used to have it looking like pristine, and we had great times back here. There's a ravine back here, if you can see beyond the fence, and a whole bunch of animals would come up, especially deer. And sometimes I'll just look at the driveway, and it would be like 2 or 3 deer coming down the driveway. And the most I've ever seen, I think, was about 8 deer at one time, tucked back in the back. It looked like they were having a meeting. And yeah, I've seen all kind of wildlife. See the ravine back there? I'll try to raise it up so you can see. I'll try to go as far as I can, and hopefully the Wi-Fi stays attached. But as you can see, this new landlord doesn't give a crap. Look at all this crap. No leaf removal, weeds everywhere. Still not gonna let it ruin my day though. And if the Wi-Fi stays attached, there it is. Can you imagine how many times I went down here as a kid to get the basketball after and went over? It wasn't a fence right here when I was a kid, so it was just a hoop on the garage, and it used to bounce over the garage and go all the way down there. So I got smart as a kid, and I tied one of our old water hoses to this tree right here, and I used to rappel down to get it with the old water hose. That was a great memory. So yeah, I grew up going all through these woods and having a great time. Hopefully, the Wi-Fi is still attached. But yeah, look, here's another great angle of this yard that I was blessed enough to grow up and played soup. Well, I can't even count how many games of football, baseball, you name it. And like I said, having two German Shepherds, this was all fenced in when I was a kid. So I was blessed. All I had to do was just take my two German Shepherds and open the gate up and let them out. And I didn't have to walk them. So that was cool as a kid, not having to walk the two German Shepherds. And you know, they had a ball back here. I can just see them now chasing squirrels and skunks. Now I had great memories. We had the oldest German Shepherd I had when I was from third grade till about 22, and then she passed away when I was at work. And two of my friends and my brother buried her in the corner of this yard. And her name was Bullet, like the bullet in a gun. And yeah, that was a cool dog, even though she used to run away like 2 times a week. One time she ran away like about I'll say about a mile away, and I just got tired of chasing her. And about 2 hours later, I looked and she was sitting on the porch. Look at this tree. That's a cool tree right there. It's massive. Trees was there when I was in the second grade. So yeah, this is my childhood house. A lot of great memories attached. Thanks for everybody who stopped by. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all joining me on my first day out of the house this whole year. I know it's a shocker, but this is my life. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. Boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks, Tracy. I'm glad you're here as well. You've been my #1 supporter since the start. I think I started in February. Thanks for always supporting the channel. I appreciate it. I try to return the favor whenever I see your videos and watch them. I think the last one was about, let me see if I can remember what your last video was about. I think it was the Zindan. I still use green, but my memory's still mean. Dad joke. Let me see. I don't want to bore y'all. Anything else? Let me see. Any other great memories I could tell you about? Definitely learned how to play basketball back here. And my last basketball game is on YouTube if you ever get curious about, wanting to see me play basketball. I was 18 and I played in the state championship game at Ohio State. And the title is Zanesville versus Cleveland Heights, and it's in 1995. I know I'm a dinosaur. But if you ever wanted to look it up, I showed it on the live stream one time, but I forgot which one that was. Boom, ba-dum, boom, 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 boom. Here I have some great memories here, y'all. Great memories. And I'm in Cleveland, Ohio, in case you're new here. And my name is Christopher Lee. And I basically show you my journey living with multiple sclerosis on my channel. But don't feel bad for me. Just be inspired that, if someone that is, I would say not quadriplegic, but I am paralyzed. But somebody that's paralyzed can, do the things I do, then, Hopefully it'll pick you up from when you're having a bad day and say, man, if this dude can do it, so can I. Because not to brag, but I have a great attitude like every day. Nothing gets me down. And even seeing this, like my mom used to take care of this house like 100%, but the landlord now, he doesn't really care. But even seeing this, it doesn't get me down because look at this. Look at how great a day this is. Look at the sun shining. And it's so like, it's so backwards. Like this dude gets the grass cut and it trimmed up and like the debris blown away, but then doesn't get the bushes cut. Like, what kind of mind games is that? This sidewalk right here is a little sketchy, so bear with me. I might can just only go here, give you this view. I love this tree. This has always been like one of my favorite trees. If you know what kind it is, let me know. You say you were too short for basketball, so you play hockey. Oh, you were tough, huh? Hockey's for tough people. I always respected hockey players because they were tough. I always respected wrestlers too. They were tough too. That's why I never messed with a dude that had a cauliflower ear. I knew not to mess with anybody that had a cauliflower ear. I don't want to be in a wrestling match with you. I came back to the front so you can see it again, in case you're just stopping by. But yeah, I'm just out here enjoying the yard. In case you're new here, I'm in the wheelchair, but everything's all good here. That kind of rhyme. I'm in a wheelchair, but everything's good here. Just enjoying the sunshine in the neighborhood. This is my first time being outside the house this year, beyond the porch and the mailbox. I just didn't want to really look at this crap, to be honest, because I was used to these bushes being trimmed up. When I was a kid, I used to do all of this. Cut the grass, trim the bushes, play with the dog, yada, yada, yada. But I used to love my German Shepherds. Yeah, I'm just out here enjoying the sunshine. It's like 82 degrees here in Cleveland, Ohio. And it's sunny, which is very rare in late September for Cleveland, Ohio. It's usually like in the low 60s, 50s by now here. So you see why I'm out and about. Yeah, I'm just enjoying nature. If you want to see my meatball head again, here I am. Thanks for stopping by, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm letting my beard grow in. If you seen me before, I was trimming it like down here. This is the first time I'm like letting it grow and getting like some height to it. I was using castor oil and coconut oil and rubbing it in like right here so it could kind of grow in because I had like some what would you call it? Some spots that weren't really filled in, but the coconut oil and the castor oil really seem to work very well if you need to some stimulant on your hair growth, and it get rid of blemishes too. I need to cut my eyebrows. That was nasty. My eyebrows are getting a little crazy there. But yeah, I'm just enjoying the weather. Thank y'all for stopping by. Bump, 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 bump. Yep. I put castor on my belly button too so I don't get constipated. That might be a little too much information, but just sharing for people who might not know. And it works great. I never knew that until about 3 months ago. I think 4 months ago. And I also put it on my eyes. They said it can help your eyesight. And what else? I think that's about it. But I use castor oil, no oil in that. I I just started taking Mulin since I still smoke green. That helps your lungs. I think it's called Mulin. What else do I take? So many things I take. Just give me a second. I try to force my memory so I can force myself to remember. Castor oil, oregano oil. Um, yeah, there's a couple other things I take. All right, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Put it on your eyelid. I do as well. It said it helps you fall asleep. Oh, that's cool. I've I've read that some people take it and drops in their eyes, and it has improved their vision, which is cool. I mean, because there's so many things that they want you to take medically that takes the place of stuff that's natural. Oh yeah, I've been taking. What's that stuff that kills the parasites? I just ordered it. Oh, wormwood. Wormwood. Um, I've been trying to eat garlic in the morning because I know that kills parasites. I love pineapples. That kills parasites. I've been on the kill parasite kick, if y'all can tell. Um, oh, pumpkin seeds. I've been eating the crap out of those too. I learned that pumpkin seeds kills parasites in your stomach. I get the ones with sea salt, and I'll put the brand up if you're curious. But they say you don't, since I have MS, they say that I should stay away from a lot of salt. But how that goes. Yeah, I've been on my healing journey for a while now, and just steady eliminating stuff that I know is bad for me, like with high sugar, high sodium, salt, and because things that can trigger MS, I try to get away from. But it's hard because things are so tasty. They try to dump sugar and everything. That was a school bus going by. I was just waving at the kids. What else do I take? Oh, you can share anything that you're doing too. Like I like to learn all the time. Anything new that you got to throw out there, let me know. Oh, I also learned that they fooled us about staring at the sun. It actually helps your eyesight. It doesn't harm you. It's almost like everything that they told us growing up, you should do the opposite of because they lied about so much stuff. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Uh, and I don't want to be like negative, but another thing that I've been going through is Tracy, you probably caught it in one of my lives. I put in the title that I was about to file charges against somebody who had threatened me, and luckily, and I'll turn it. They were on the second floor, and yeah, they were putting me through hell since they moved here. And I prayed about this, y'all, that these people would get out of my life. Like they were making so much noise over my head. And I'm not even like a bad neighbor or whatever. And I'm not saying this to like get any sympathy or woe is me, but to show y'all how God works, I prayed for him to our Father remove them out of my life. And they're gone. They moved 2 weeks ago. And this is another reason why I came out the house, because I didn't even want to come out the house to have to even deal with them, to have any negative interaction with them. Yeah, but I'll tell you a lot more about it. We're going to keep it positive. I'll just give you a little bit on that and let y'all know, like, I'm in a great mood because they're out my hair. Well, at least I got this. And yeah, I was going through a lot, but I don't like people feeling sorry for me, so I didn't even really mention it. But I think you caught it that one day, Tracy, when I went live, but I erased it because I didn't want to talk about anything negative that day. It was a long time ago.
But yeah, I'm gonna spill all the tea. Like I'm really about to get personal with my life on my channel, and it's gonna blow y'all minds, especially what I told you about what happened to me while my teeth are missing. It was a life and death situation, and I believe that will probably get the most views on my channel. And I'm ready to tell my story, but for right now, we're gonna keep it positive and just enjoy this nature. Look at the beautiful trees. It doesn't get any better than this in Cleveland in late September, y'all. Trust me. By this time, you're usually putting pumpkins out and getting all your jackets and coats out in Cleveland. It doesn't get much better than this in Cleveland in late September. And our baseball team just went on like a crazy streak and ended up winning their whatever you call it, make it into the playoffs. If you're a baseball fan and you like the Cleveland Guardians, like they did a great job getting into the playoffs. I used to play baseball when I was a kid too. Can you imagine the baseball games I had back here when I was a kid? And I would be like the kid to round everybody up. I was that kid to knock on the door and ask your parents, "Can so and so come outside and play?" I'll turn it around. Look how many great games I had on this street with all the. Back when I was a kid, like everybody knew each other, and we would talk. Like nowadays, nobody speaks, and it's like totally different now. But can you imagine like all these people that used to live on the street when I was a kid? We all knew each other and would come outside and play in the street, or everybody would come down and play. Let me turn it around in this backyard with me, because my house was like the house that had a hoop on the garage, and this was the perfect yard to play baseball and football if we didn't want to play in the street. And that's just a little bit of my backstory. So you don't watch TV, including all sports? Yeah, I used to watch it like, it used to be like compulsive where I would watch it because I grew up playing sports and it was like too much. And I'm so glad that I got away from watching sports because it took so much time away from me socially and being with my family. But yeah, I used to the TV watching football, basketball. Now I only watch soccer. I know that's not everybody's favorite, but I like to go against the grain. I like to do, not when I was young, but now I like to go against the grain and do stuff that most people don't do. So I like to watch soccer every now and then.